Now, diabetes was 1% in 1947.
Yes.
Today, after the 20 years, it is 11.5% in India. On one side, you don't exercise. Other side, you eat so many times, so much of food. Every time you eat, insulin will be secreted in your body. And more insulin, you'll put on weight, you become obese, you will have hypertension, you will have bad cholesterol, you have more chance of heart attacks, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes. Somebody rightly said that it is easy to change religion, that to change lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So, it is going to take time. Ultimately, what is the aim of your life? If your aim of life is to eat, drink, have fun, like a Western concept, then you don't even bother what is going to happen to you. But if you have that ancient Indian philosophy in your mind, that ultimate, what is the aim of human life? That it is not only for fun, but it is to come out of this all, again taking birth and all that. So if that is your spiritual makeup, then definitely you will do things. Your belly should not come ahead of your chest. It should be behind that. If it comes out, then your boat is sinking. Fitness is not having only muscles and all that, because that is causing a problem of taking protein supplements,
Correct.
going to gym, wasting lot of money, and the protein supplements will have some steroids in that. So if you stop taking them, then you look old.
True.
There can be skin issues, so many things.
Namaskar, Dr. Dixit. Welcome to the Kanha studio. Thank you so much for coming, taking out time. आपका बिजी शेड्यूल है, आई नो. आज सुबह आपने एक लेक्चर दिया मैनेजिंग डायबिटीज़ एंड वेट उस पे, और आई थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम दैट यू टेकन आउट टाइम एंड कम हियर.
मैं आपका आभारी हूँ कि आपने मुझे यहाँ बुलाया और कान्हा के लोगों के साथ बात करने का मौका दिया है।
नहीं, आई थिंक आभार तो हमें ही व्यक्त करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि हमें जो इन्फॉर्मेशन भी मिलने वाली है, आई नो दैट इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी यूजफुल टू सो मेनी पीपल. सो फर्स्टली आई आस्क यू, ये आपका सेकंड विजिट है.
राइट.
व्हाट इज़ योर इम्प्रेशन ऑफ दिस कैंपस?
Actually, when I came last time, it was December 2024, and I stayed here for almost one day, and it is a mesmerizing atmosphere. And when I went to the garden and people were explaining me the meaning of each and every statue, and so it came to my mind that it's a spiritual place where your mind calms down. And very few places I have gone, I could experience that. So that was one of the wonderful things about it. And I was knowing about Heartfulness from Pradeep and Shaunak and Raghu from Pune, and they're telling me. So they also took sessions for me. Shaunak took sessions, so I started practicing Heartfulness. So it has started imbibing in me from Pune itself. So the culmination happened when I came to Kanha.
Wow.
So it was a great experience, and meeting Daji that time was also a fantastic thing that happened to me. And the way he talks, the wittiness, and not that typical saintly that only
बिल्कुल.
philosophy.
Earlier
that.
than thou वाला जो.
So a real life guru, right, who knows about the day-to-day things that are
Practical
happening.
things, yes.
And so that was very good. I liked the campus.
And Daji also, as you mentioned, he's a pharmacist by training. तो वो भी आपके प्रोफेशन से कुछ मेल खाता है, you know, because you are a doctor and he's a pharmacist. So he has a very scientific point of view.
Correct.
And of course, we'll get into that also. But first, I'd like to ask you, you mentioned you felt it was kind of a spiritual place. So have you also been on a spiritual quest in life?
If I look back into my life from childhood onwards, actually, I was in Nasik, which is a religious city in Maharashtra. So all my childhood went into going to temples, listening to pravachan and kirtan and all that. So from that time, when I was 9 years, 10 years old, I was always thinking of getting moksha.
Wow.
So for that age,
Age of 9, huh?
yeah. So
Wow.
then I used to read different religious books and Shivalila Amrut and whatnot, all that. So that was the time when I was completely religious and thinking on those lines. So for that age, possibly for people it was strange that what is talking and what is doing. But then later on, as I went to college and all that, then more scientific temperament, and then I became completely against gods and religions and everything. I thought that everything must fit into my reason. That was the idea. And then at some point of time, I thought that if God is there, it is a good idea. That if word has to go nicely, properly, then though it was difficult for me to believe that there is a God. But I was a wishful thinking that there should be God, so that everything will be on the right track. And then slowly, when I become MBBS and MBN, I thought that there's nothing like God or it, but it is the human beings only. That every human being has that spirit, and if we can serve the human beings, then that is the best service we can do for the mankind and for the earth. And so then onwards, whatever I am doing is for the humanity, for without expecting anything out of it. I want to do good for the people, and that's how my journey started. So
Wonderful.
that's my spiritual quest, so to say. Not exactly in the form of meditation or yoga or something like that, but doing things that would help others.
Serving people.
Yeah.
Serving people. And of course, you are running this worldwide, this mission to fight obesity and diabetes, which is amazing. And you've been awarded so many times also for it. But where did the interest in science start, Dr. Saab? Was it something also from childhood that you were interested in science? Or was it sometimes we take the subject just because our parents say that?
So going back to my 10th, 11th days, I was a good student, right student. So I came in merit in 10th standard and all. And actually, when my interview was taken, all the meritorious student, the maybe Akashwani or radio that time, when they took interview, and I said I wanted to become chartered accountant because I was good in mathematics, and I said okay, earning money is a good thing,
Yes, absolutely.
and counting money is also good. So at that time, I was thinking of chartered accountant. Then slowly, 11th, 12th, then naturally at that time there were two streams. My 12th happened in 1981. So two streams were engineering and medical. So naturally, I took engineering subjects and medical subjects. So I had biology, physics, chemistry, mathematics. And I was good at physics, I was good at mathematics. So after 12th, I could get admission to engineering as well as medical. But medical was borderline. Medical, I could not get those marks that I can get.
The rank was higher in engineering.
But engineering, it was higher. I could get mechanical, whatever I wanted. But my mother said, because in my family, she said, in our family, there is no doctor.
Oh,
So you should become doctor.
how wonderful. Usually they say that follow the family tradition, but your mother told you,
So
no, you
she
must.
said, no, we should have one. Because her idea was why I should become doctor. She said that what you should do is when you start practice, one day in a week, you should have a free OPD. That was her idea of being a good doctor.
Wow.
So I said, okay, then I actually rejected engineering and I went to medical. Though I was on waiting list for medical.
Okay.
But somehow I got admission in medical college and I became doctor. So many times I say that I am a doctor by chance, but teacher by choice.
Wow. So, I mean, this attitude of service is something that ran in the family. Your mother also
Yes.
said, while she wanted you to be a doctor, she wanted you to offer that service for free to people,
Yeah.
which is an amazing thing, and you've sort of inherited it.
Yeah.
You know, once you got into medical, the medical field today is an extremely lucrative field.
True.
I mean, there is tons of money people are making in the medical field, but you have chosen the path of service, you know. And so that, what do you attribute that to? That is also from your mother's guidance or grounding in your childhood?
So mother's teaching was definitely there. But then what happened is when I was learning the subjects of medicine, then there is subject like pharmacology, then pathology, forensic medicine, all that. And I was never interested in surgical branches, surgery, ENT or ophthalm. I was not interested. I was interested in intellectual subjects where some logic can be applied, some diagnosis can be made and all that. But then there was a choice between medicine and community medicine. Earlier it was called preventive and social medicine. So that medicine is the part where you do efforts so that people will not fall sick. Immunization, health education, nutrition advice is preventive. And other was curative medicine. That patient comes to you, treat that. And that is a lucrative branch. That you treat people, you get money and all that. But when I understood that more than treating 1,000 patients of tuberculosis, finding out a vaccine for tuberculosis is more important.
Little affect millions.
Yeah. So, and health education, telling people that if you do this, you will get disease. And if you don't do, you will be healthy. Telling this is more important. And so preventive medicine was a losing subject. The curative medicine is a lucrative subject. Everybody will go for that. And when I did my MBBS, I was getting this curative medicine also.
Okay.
But I opted for preventive medicine, thinking that I will do something that will save lakhs of people from the suffering of a disease. Rather than treating 1,000, 2,000 patients, I will do that. And that decision I took in my internship. that I joined preventive medicine. And when I joined that subject, all the professors in the committee were astonished that are you really you want to take this subject, because nobody takes the subject because it doesn't have any money, it doesn't have name, fame and all that. But I have never repented of my choice, because what I could do, I think none of my friends who opted for medicine or surgery have done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And affecting so many lives is something, and it's work that will always stay. It's not
True.
work that is finished with one case you cure.
Correct.
It's work that humanity will use for years to come. So how did you, Dr. Saab, decide on diabetes and obesity? What are these subject areas? How did they become your focus?
Yeah. So from my MD onwards, I was writing articles about health education, then personal hygiene, then diseases and all that I was writing. But what happened is 2012 was turning point of my life when I was trying to lose my weight.
Okay.
Because after my marriage, after 20 years, I have put on about 22 kg weight, which happens with most of us. And then,
Yes, it's happened with me also.
so I wanted to lose weight. And I was overconfident. I am a doctor, I am MD, I am teaching in medical college. I have read so many books. So I could do it in 3-4 months. That was my idea. And I miserably failed. I did so many efforts, lost lot of money, time, and I lost my hope also in the process. And I said, if as a professor, I am not able to lose weight, how I can tell others? And then what happened? One of my friends gave me a lecture by my mentor, late Dr. Shrikant Jiskar. He's a very prominent personality from Maharashtra. And I could not meet him. That you will be surprised to know this, that I couldn't meet Dr. Jiskar. He expired in 2004.
Oh,
I watched his lecture on YouTube in 2012. In that lecture, he advised that if you want to be healthy, take 2 meals in a day. That was the first time I heard this. I could not believe it, because my medical education told me that calories in, calories out. If you want to lose weight, eat less and spend more. But that could not lose my weight. But I said, oh no, this man is not asking for money. Let me do it. I did it for 3 months, lost 8 kg
wow.
and 2 inches from my belly. Then I realized this man is telling these are pearls of wisdom. And then I researched his ideas, added new things to that. And then I came to know that yes, by eating twice, you can lose weight. So to start with, it was losing weight.
Yes.
And I was more into that campaign. Whenever I used to take lecture, it was effortless weight loss. That was the title, effortless weight loss. And Dr. Jiskare's lecture used to say that diabetics should not follow this. But the idea of all this was that insulin level in your body, if it increases, you become obese, you get insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. This was the principle. So if you can reduce insulin, you will lose weight, your diabetes will get reverted. Logically, it was correct. But because diabetes is a sacred cow, because it is a field of specialization. So before entering into that field, I was quite worried whether if I advise some diabetic and he's taking medicines, and if he gets some hypoglycemia and all that, what will happen? So
Reaction.
at the beginning in my campaign, I used to say diabetes should not follow. But people don't listen to you. And that's a good thing sometimes. Though I used to tell all the people that if you are a diabetic taking medicine, don't follow this. But people started coming to me saying that I am taking medicine and I started this and my doctor stopped my medicine.
Oh,
Logically, it was correct.
no.
Logically, it was correct. So then I said, okay, it is working. It has to work and it is working. Then I said, okay, let us go into pre-diabetes now. So I conducted research on pre-diabetes and we found 45 people in 6 months became non-diabetic.
Wow.
So I said, okay, now we'll do a research on diabetes without medicine, safe patients. Then it happened that they also improved. Then nowadays what happens after so many years of experience, now I say that this lifestyle is for diabetes remission, diabetes reversal. Weight loss is a side effect.
Wow.
So now we are into hardcore diabetes reversal, diabetes remission. So
But
that's how my journey from weight loss
amazing.
to diabetes
Amazing.
reversal started.
And this is something both weight gain, obesity, and diabetes. You see, it's on a trajectory, higher trajectory. It's getting more and more. It's getting more and more common world over, not just in India. It's getting common the world over. So a lot of people must be coming to you to. What do you attribute this sudden rise to? Why do you think we are getting more obese and more diabetics by?
So if we look at see, these are all lifestyle disorders. Now, obesity, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, cancers, depression, these are all lifestyle disorders. And what has changed in our life over years? Now, diabetes was 1% in 1947.
Yes.
Today, after the 20 years, it is 11.5% in India.
Wow.
So, a tenfold, 11-fold rise.
Wow.
in 70 years, it cannot be attributed to our genes. Because the genes to modify, it would take years to take. It won't happen like that. Now, what I changed is, if I look at myself, when I took admission in medical college, 1981, in all my college, there were 100 people taking admission for first year MBBS. Only 2 students had two-wheelers. All of us were either walking or coming by cycle. And 3-4 professors had four-wheeler. Others were coming by scooter only.
Correct.
Today, if I look into my college, where 250 admissions are there, I find the students who are staying in hostel also have a two-wheeler.
Correct.
So people don't walk, people don't cycle. Earlier, you want to go buy some milk, then you will walk and
Of course.
2-3 kilometers you will walk and come back. Now nobody walks, nobody runs, nobody cycles. So, and you eat more, because what has happened is that purchasing power has improved. In my medical college that time, there was only one hotel which could give only tea and samosa. Today in the same campus, there are 27 hotels. They give from pizza to everything you want.
Yes.
So, on one side, you don't exercise. Other side, you eat so many times, so much of food. And the food now, ultra-processed food.
Yes.
You go to any mall and what you see first is all packaged food with barcodes and all that.
Correct.
So, it has got more salt, more sugar, more oil, more trans fats. So, that they are addictive in nature. So, people go on eating that. So, that is the reason why this has increased. And one of the reason is multiple time eating, snacking in between. So, every time you eat, insulin will be secreted in your body. And more insulin, you will put on weight, you become obese, you will have hypertension, you will have bad cholesterol, you have more chance of heart attacks, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes. That is the reason why this has changed.
It's a vicious cycle, I think, because even you are getting more stress, you are eating in stress, you are snacking in stress.
Stress is also important fact.
Yes.
True.
Yes. So stress levels have also increased. So do you think there is light at the end of the tunnel, or this is a trajectory that will continue going like this? What is needed to actually reverse these trends? Is it more knowledge? Is it more? How do we get back to the health levels?
See, what is changing now is, now people are becoming aware also. On one side, this is increasing, packed food and all that. But other side, now we are having more people. Now you go to jogging tracks and all that.
Yeah, you see people.
Earlier, before 30-40 years, there was no concept of walking. People used to do their routine work.
Correct.
But now people go to jogging parks. There are open gyms now. So many things that they're happening. Of course, that is not enough, because the number of people having problem and number of people walking, you find not even 1% people walk out of the total people. But things are changing. People are becoming aware, and lot of information is available now. If you want to really understand about a disease, then you can go through so many lectures. It's not that if you are in a particular city, you have to go to one doctor and understand. In the world, you can get everything now. That is the advantage of it. So there is, because of this awareness, because of the interest in the people to be healthy, definitely there is a light. It's not that everything is dark. And what I find is, now younger people are coming in my campaign. Earlier it used to be more than 50, 55. Now I am finding 25 years old people coming, and they say that, no sir, I don't want to live on medicines. I want to follow lifestyle. So slowly, of course, what happens is, somebody rightly said that it is easy to change religion than to change lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So it is going to take time. But I am sure that with the campaign, and some spirituality also is very important. See, ultimately, what is the aim of your life? If your aim of life is to eat, drink, have fun in life, like a Western concept, then you don't even bother what is going to happen to you. But if you have that ancient Indian philosophy in your mind, that ultimate, what is the aim of human life? That it is not only for fun, but it is to come out of this all, again taking birth and all that. So if that is your spiritual makeup, then definitely you will do things.
That is so interesting to have that guiding light of spirituality. And also, you run this campaign, which is all volunteers are joining you, and you are doing it not out of a profit motive, but as a free service. And you are up against multinational companies who have huge budgets for advertising, and they have no shortage of funds. So it is quite an uphill battle. Do you? Are there times when you feel, what have I got into?
That's true. Because what I was on one side, there are people who follow it, and then they frustrate me sometimes, that somebody is a diabetic with HbA1c 12 and in 6 months goes below 6, and then I call him after 3 months and he doesn't respond. And then after a year, when somebody calls you that, no, I followed it, but then later I slipped. And again, I'm today at 10.
Oh.
So on one side, these experiences are there. But other side, there are many doctors who are supporting. And many doctors who are supporting. And pharma and other things, okay, they have their own models, their own business. But what I feel is that I have not kept any option. There are no two options for me. Only option for me is that this is the thing that to be done. So I divide people into two groups. People who follow Dixit lifestyle and people are going to follow Dixit lifestyle. That's totally
Interesting.
classification.
Ah.
So it doesn't frustrate me. I know that, okay, if he's not doing it
Not
now,
doing
he will do it, he'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I have to tell him. That's all.
Wonderful. So your job is to
Yes.
present this in front of people, and when they decide to pick it up and adopt it, that is up to them.
Yeah.
That is such an amazing thing. And also, nowadays, every day there's research going on, and a drug you must have heard of, which is all over the Ozempic. All over the world, it's, in America especially, it's become a huge thing that everybody's taking Ozempic. One hears that in Bollywood, there is a lot of use of Ozempic for people who have to look at. Have you thought about this also? What is
I have studied this medicine, and I'll be making one video on this Ozempic and Monjaro, which are the latest. So these are the medicines that are called as glucagon-like peptide 1 agonist. They mimic the action of GLP-1. And what is the action is that when you take food, it will go into your stomach. And in your stomach, it will stay for some time, say 2.5 hours to 3 hours. So till that time you feel that you are full, you don't want to eat. It gives satiety, that feeling of fullness. And it gives a reward that you ate, you are happy. Then the food goes down. As it goes down, you are empty. Then people have craving of eating something. Now what this medicine will do is it will stay in your stomach for a longer time. And if it stays in your stomach for a longer time, you feel full for a
you
long
don't have the
so you
craving?
don't have to eat like. Similarly, it will stop that. It will make your brain feel that you are full. So you don't have craving of eating. That is the advantage. And then it will cause weight loss. They say that you can lose about 15-20% of your weight in 1 to 2 years. That's a huge. So somebody is 100 kg, he loses 20 kg. It's a good number. And then if you lose weight, then automatically other benefits like in diabetes also it will help. Other things it will help. The problems with the medicine. See, what happens is a lifestyle disorder. You finding solution in a medicine itself is a problem, basically. Because somebody wants to lose weight and he wants to take a pill and you are giving a pill and he will do. So his initiation is only to take injection. He is given by injection. And you will spend 15,000-16,000 rupees a week per week. It's a costly affair. Some people can afford it. But what are the drawbacks? One important drawback is if by any chance you have some digestive problem and you eat food and it remains in your stomach for 10 hours, what will be your feeling? You will be nauseated.
Absolutely.
So these people who take medicine, they feel nauseated. Bloating happens. So some people even develop paralysis of the intestines.
Oh dear.
Because it is stopping the movement. So it paralysis of movement. One more thing, that because by eating and craving, there is a reward system in the brain. That if you do this, you feel happy. You play guitar, you are happy. If you play table tennis, you are happy. Even people doing sex, they feel happy. Now what happens with these medicines? It depresses the reward system.
Oh.
So whatever you are taking fun in, you stop taking fun.
Oh, so there's a kind of a depression.
That is the problem. And moreover, some psychiatric issues like suicidal tendencies increasing by almost 100%. Depression increasing. These are all problems. And one more thing, after 2 years, it will show results up to 2 years. After 2 years, most of the patients would stop taking that injection because they're bored with it. They'll again, so if they go back to their normal eating pattern, this will cause, suppose it has caused 40 kg weight loss. Now the weight loss that Ozempic will cause is not only fat loss. 40% of it is muscle and bone loss.
Oh, okay.
So you don't lose only fat, you lose muscle also at the same time.
Your whole constitution is becoming weak.
So there's something called Ozempic face also, sagging and all.
Okay.
So, and once you stop the medicine and you start eating, so you are 100 kg, you become 60 kg suppose. with the muscle loss and all that. Now again you start eating, you again becomes 100 kg in 1 year or 2 years. But now what you have put on, those what 40 kgs you lost included muscles also. Here now you put only fat.
Yes, yes.
So these are all disadvantages. So ultimately, and what is happening is prescribed rampantly. See, these medicines are for which people? Suppose somebody is
Extreme.
160 kg.
Yeah,
To follow lifestyle and lose weight, he will take 5 years.
correct.
So in those cases, bariatric surgery, Ozempic, all is good. But you are 75 kg. You are only 10 kg overweight. Why you should take Ozempic and all? Follow the lifestyle. You follow Dixit lifestyle, in 6 months you will lose 6 kg, 8 kg. Good enough.
Absolutely.
And you do something to lose your weight.
Absolutely. Dr. Sir, there's also this constant debate, especially now there is a lot of debate about indigenous medicine, the medicine Ayurveda and allopathic medicine, homeopathy. We have different choices. So, and everyone has their medicine of choice, and they deny the other one completely, that this one has side effects, so this one is ineffective, like the homeopathy. There's in fact a very funny joke where somebody says that, you have three kinds of friends in life. One is the Ayurvedic friend, one is the allopathic friend, and one is the homeopathic friend. So the Ayurvedic friend is like, he's there with you all the time, but when there's an emergency, then he doesn't come. And the allopathic friend is that no matter what the emergency, he will be there. And the homeopathic friend is that he's there, he's very nice, but there's no benefit to having him and there's no harm to having him also. So, all of us have these kind of medicine we stick to. Do you think that it's okay to stick to one kind of medicine, or should there be a sort of synchronicity of these overlapping knowledge systems? Because at the end of the day, they are knowledge systems that vary.
So they are knowledge systems, and not only they are knowledge systems, but the Parliament of India has approved them as pathies where doctors can practice legal.
Yes, yes,
So there can be no denying of homeopathy, Ayurveda, and modern medicine. These three pathies would be there. Siddha would be there. Unani would be there. They are all recognized pathies. All others who claim to be doctors, but they are not recognized, I have doubt, and now I have some reservations about that. But one thing about all these pathies is that if you want to take Ayurvedic medicine, go to Ayurvedic doctor.
Hmm.
Homeopathic medicine, go to homeopathic doctor. Problem is that I am a modern medicine doctor and I prescribe Ayurvedic medicine. That is not a good idea. Because whatever you are taking, if that person has studied that subject, he can guide you properly. Because what happens is, now what we call as type 2 diabetes in modern medicine, Ayurveda doesn't have type 2 diabetes. It has prameha. And prameha is of 20 types. Out of that, one is similar to type diabetes.
Hmm.
So their way of treating would be different. But if you believe, if you trust Ayurveda, you follow that, no problem. But no pathy can say that we are foolproof, we are 100% effective. That is true. I conducted one study in interns long back of how many of the interns and their relatives use other pathies of medicine, though they are modern medicine.
Yes,
And I found that almost 70% people use other pathies, MBBS doctors. And it is a very open secret
yes,
that they use homeopathy, they use Ayurveda. Whenever modern medicine people say that there is no remedy now, especially cancers and all that, or osteoarthritis, allergic conditions, then people would go to homeopathy, they would go to Ayurveda. So we cannot say that only this pathy can do all wonders. No, we should have optimum mix. But if it is a heart attack and if bypass is going to be useful, then it's not a good idea to waste your time in all other things. When it is operation, there is fracture, it's a good idea to get it fitted with the orthopedic surgeon
correct.
rather than waiting for 6 months with some other bandage and all that. That's what I'm saying. So there should be optimum mix, and so there should be tolerance and acceptance by all doctors about each other rather than criticizing other pathies. We should know what is good in that and we should use that. There's nothing wrong in that. Patient doesn't follow any pathy. Patient wants to get cured.
Get cured.
He is not bothered about pathy.
He wants to feel
Yeah,
better.
that's all.
Dr. Saab, also over time, the definition of fitness also changes. I mean, we can see in the Ramayana, old Ramayana that we used to watch, Arun Govil ji used to be play the character of Ram. and he didn't have any six packs or big
Correct.
biceps or anything. But then there was a modern Ramayana that was made, and that actor had six packs and very biceps, like full gym made body. So, do you think that there is a difference in this level of fitness, or you can be fit without having this gym sort of body?
True. Nice that you asked that question, because all the young generation now, they are going to gym. They want to become six pack, eight pack, and all that because of the heroes. Some hero became eight pack, some hero became six pack. So I always say that six pack and eight packs is unnatural. You look at any hero who became six pack and eight pack, after 6 months, he has come down to his normal. He has done it for the movie.
True.
That's okay. And having one, you can identify each muscle on your body is good for a competition. You want to become Hyderabad Shri or some bodybuilding competition is good. But day to day life, what is the fitness? My sir used to tell me that what is fitness? That your belly should not come ahead of your chest.
Mm.
It should be behind that. If it comes out, then your boat is sinking. Understand that. So if you look at old heroes, like I always like Vinod Khanna and Dharmendra, you find them.
Yes.
They don't have those six packs and eight packs.
True.
But you look at them, they are so fit and
Correct.
handsome. So that is fitness. That you should be able to do all the activities necessary. You should be able to run 5-6 kilometers anytime if it is required. You should be able to lift weight. They used to lift the heroines. So that is fitness. Fitness is not having only muscles and all that, because that is causing a problem of taking protein supplements,
Correct.
going to gym, wasting lot of money, and the protein supplements will have some steroids in that. So if you stop taking them, then you look old.
True.
There can be skin issues, so many things. So, and nowadays they said taking protein supplement is not good. You don't require those many proteins. So Indian exercise of Jor Baitak and Surya Namaskar is good enough.
Yes.
You don't have to do any extraordinary efforts for that.
And I think historically also there has never been this sort of emphasis on, because if you look at old paintings and sculptures also, you don't find these kind of
The
bodies.
reflex is not, definitely not.
It's come more with superheroes that comics have made.
Correct.
You have He-Man and Captain
Yeah.
America and all these people, that it's a kind of a mass kind of
Yeah.
hypnosis that they put the whole of the world under, that this is what it means to be fit,
Correct.
which is very interesting. So, Dr. Saab, what is the long-term vision of this mission? When would you say that this mission of yours is successful?
So the mission, the name of the mission is World Free of Obesity and Diabetes. Now we also know that diabetes, we want to make this lifestyle as one scientific option, that to lose weight and to revert your diabetes. This should be known to each and every doctor in the world, and each and every newly diagnosed diabetic and obese person, that this is the way. It is science, it works. So if they use it, they will get the benefit. If they don't use it, they will not get benefit. So my aim is to make this available and prove that it works. So automatically, if it happens, then this world will become free of obesity and diabetes. But I am not bothered about that. I am worried about it being this method making available to the world. That this is one scientific way of doing it. And if I can do that, I think that is the vision of this mission.
And what response have you seen, Dr. Saab, in the medical community, the Dixit lifestyle that you have been propagating? How is the response been?
So, one, if you look at the general public, then we have reached 43 countries with lakhs of followers. And if you look at doctors, now in my campaign, there must be thousands of doctors who are doing it for themselves. And they tell also that we follow it and we are getting benefit. Some group of doctors who are treating diabetes, they are not aligned to this campaign for the reasons best known to them. Because I always say that I have, in all my lectures to doctors, I say that, see, I am not a quack. I am a professor. I wrote books on research methodology. I wrote book on biostatistics. I published research paper. And I'm always saying that don't trust me. Trust your own experience. I don't take money from you. I don't exploit you. And if I am saying all this and I am saying that this data is available to you, you come to me, you are not able to stop medicine in a diabetic patient. I am doing that. If I can do it in 1,000 patients, then you have to look at me. That what different I am doing. And if you are a doctor who is concerned about patients, what you should do is, you can criticize me. I have no problem. You can criticize, you say it is unscientific, you say he is not doing it correctly. Agreed. But then you tell that much at least. You cannot ignore me. That's what I'm saying. You cannot ignore me. And if you want to see the science behind it, what is the best way? The taste of the pudding is in eating only.
Absolutely. Yes.
So in your 5 patients, you try this method. And if all of them, their medicine stopped or their HbA1c goes down, then use practicing it in your regular journey. But unfortunately, many people have that mental block. And I'm very happy that Dr. Kishore of Kanha Medical Center, who is a physician, and when he came across this lifestyle, he practiced it himself. And in my lecture today, he was there standing and saying that I did it, I got benefit. But because he's working at Kanha Medical Center, it's altogether a different story. He's not working in a corporate hospital.
Correct.
He's working in a hospital where the spirituality is there. He himself is a man of that. So, if the patient doesn't come to him, it's not going to affect him.
True.
That is his idea actually.
True.
That the patient should get cured, he should not come to me. So, that is the only risk involved in following my advice.
That you will not need a doctor.
Yeah.
But it's so congruent with heartfulness, the what spirituality that is offered by Daji and this institution. It's also just putting it out there. It's not, and it's free of cost. And proof of pudding is in the eating, as I said it. You try it out. If it works for you, well and good. If it doesn't work for you, then you look elsewhere. But the paradox is that now people find that they don't trust something that is free. True, they feel that if something is free, that there's a catch in it. They would rather pay like thousands of rupees to a dietitian, to a fitness expert, to this one and that one. Have a whole. Do you find that in when you?
Yeah, that is one of many of my followers and volunteers also. My coordinators say that, sir, because it is free, people
They
don't
don't
take
value-
it seriously.
they
Don't
don't-
take it seriously. But then I said that, see, what you require for your life is oxygen. And you get it free.
Yes.
But still you respect it. So, and now if we can reach 43 countries with lakhs of followers, despite being free, it means that there are people who value what is
Yeah.
free.
Yes.
And if we are getting we have started so many centers, 35,000 diabetes we are following, and all of them. So it means that it's not a notion that we should accept that if it is free, nobody will value it. But definitely there is a group of people, a group of community that feel that if it is free, they will doubt it. How it is possible. And some people also feel that now they are saying free. Maybe after a month they'll say give 1,000 rupees. Because
There's a catch.
in the present world,
Yeah,
it is very difficult to trust that somebody can do something free.
absolutely. I mean,
So-
all the software you purchase, it's free for 1 week and then.
And then they will charge.
Yes.
So what I liked about Heartfulness also was that because I have gone to many other organizations and they said 1.5 days also 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees. And their logic is that if you give free, people don't value it. That is their logic. But here I find that everything is free. Knowledge is free. And you practice it, you get benefit. And that's why volunteers come. And what I'm seeing here, the big city and all the establishment, it has happened because of the volunteers only.
Correct.
People who want to contribute for this cause. So same thing happens. So I don't think that it is free or not free. But there are good people, wise people who would understand the importance.
And how easy is it for a person to adopt the Dixit lifestyle? Does it require a extreme change of your lifestyle, or is it easy to follow?
Actually, if you look at the lifestyle, what we are saying is eat 2 meals a day when you're hungry. Finish the meal in 55 minutes maximum time. Then reduce carbs, increase proteins, avoid sweets. These are about diet. And exercise, 4.5 kilometers walk or 12 to 15 kilometers cycling or Surya Namaskar 45. So I don't think it is very difficult to it. The problem comes that people are used to take tea,
Yes.
snacks,
Ah.
and
I'm guilty of all of that.
the society. What happens is that whenever somebody comes to you, then normally you'll offer some food.
Of course.
And if the person doesn't take food, you feel offended.
True.
So that mentality has to change.
Yes.
And so if you want to follow, make your family to follow. Otherwise, husband will follow and the wife will torture him. Why you are doing this? So it is not difficult, but it takes determination.
True.
It's not easy.
Commitment.
Saying no is not very easy. Many
True.
times.
True.
So you have to say many times. And once you are used to eating 2 meals a day, you will not look at food at any other time. But the 2 meals, you would enjoy every bite of it.
Wow.
That's the-
There is a friend of mine who's a politician. And he told me that it's impossible for me to refuse a cup of tea in a person's house because he thinks, oh, you had tea at that person's house and you're not having my tea. So he ended up having like 20 cups of tea a day, and everywhere they offer snacks, some namkeen or a meal or something. After 10 years, he got IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. He had, so it's very difficult actually.
So I'll give another example. There is a politician in Maharashtra also.
Yes.
So his birthday was there. So his birthday is going, so everybody will offer something.
Yes.
And he follows this lifestyle.
Oh,
So what he did, he said that whatever you want to give, I got a box in my car, put it in that. I will eat when I go home. And what he did, okay, do you want to offer me tea? Because black tea is allowed.
Huh.
So you can give me black tea. And so black tea saves his main also. The other they have to take milk and sugar, which are costly thing.
Yes.
So it is easy to give black tea.
Yes.
So that it can be followed. Determination required.
So just adding milk to black tea makes it harmful?
Insulin secretion happens because of
Okay.
that. So all our philosophy is based on insulin secretion. So that's why for non-diabetics, we can allow some milk. But diabetes, pre-diabetes, we don't allow.
So for people who are interested, who are listening to this and are interested in following the Dixit lifestyle, how can they start? Where do they get the information?
Yeah. So one thing is that there have been numbers of my coordinators, and if possible, we can also scroll those numbers so that people can contact those coordinators. And in my today's lecture also, I given 1 or 2 numbers. So they have to send a WhatsApp message on that number. Our coordinators would ask for the test reports. HbA1c, that is 3 months average blood glucose, and fasting insulin. And after those reports are there, we can categorize people as non-diabetic, pre-diabetic or diabetic. And then my coordinator will have one-to-one counseling for them. And because it happens on WhatsApp and mobile call, so you don't have to meet anybody. And so all guidance will be given, what to eat, what not to eat. Then some videos would be shared. There is one Dr. Dixit Lifestyle YouTube channel, which has got more than 400 videos and more than 97,000 subscribers. So those videos also people can see. There are 3 videos very important. How Dixit diet works, part 1, part 2, and what to eat in Dixit diet. So if you watch these 3 videos, which are only 21 minutes total, you can know everything about it. All my lectures are there on YouTube. They are in English, Hindi, Marathi, Kannada also.
Oh, wow.
So it is dubbed, and they are dubbed in international languages also, like Chinese, German and all. So you can go through that and you can listen to it. It's not very difficult to get all that information. And in Kanha Medical Center, with the blessings of Daji, we are likely to start, or we are going to start a campaign, and what we want to call it as obesity and diabetes free Kanha.
Wow.
So there people from Kanha can definitely, I'll be coming here again and again. So they will get the guidance from me only directly. But my coordinators will help. Anybody in the world, they can contact.
Fantastic. But it is so much like Heartfulness, where we have an app where anybody in the world can sit with meditation with you. It's really amazing that the work you're doing. There is a book by a farm on agriculture by a Japanese agriculturist called One Straw Revolution. It is Masanobu Fukuoka. He says he's no more, but he had written this book and he prescribed for good health. He said you should eat what is grown in your area and you should eat it only in season. Nowadays we can get mango in winter. So it's like, do you prescribe that?
That is the best thing that you can do. That water is grown in, now suppose in your area, why you should eat olive oil?
True.
What oil you get for 150, you are taking for 600.
It's coming from Spain and Italy and all that.
So people are fond of things which are costly and fancy things. So whatever is grown in an area, if you take that, there is nothing like it. That is the best thing that you can do. Seasonal fruits, seasonal vegetables, that is good. Why to eat mangoes in winters, all that? So there are some calcium carbide would be added and all that. So then you cry for that pollution and all that. So it is because of the customers only.
Yes.
The seller will give what you want.
Correct.
So eating locally grown food, local recipes also, they're very good.
Yeah, and they developed over thousands of years.
Yeah, and so they're good for your health. Only thing what we are saying is that reduce carbohydrates, increase proteins. Because the Indian diets are full of carbs.
Yes. So has this traditionally been a problem, or this has become a problem because of the lifestyle? Traditionally also it was full of carbs, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but thing is, at that time, there are a lot of exercise part of it.
Activity.
Automatic.
Yeah.
And food was not available like that. In Diwali only you could get some sweets.
Yes.
Now you get every day.
Of course.
So that is the problem. Eating 2 meals, see whatever meals you are eating, if you eat 2 meals and you are walking 15-20 kilometers in a day, you're going to farm, coming back, doing day-to-day work, people had no problem. But now you don't work, you don't exercise, and you go on eating multiple times. Earlier, people were not eating multiple times
True, true.
because food was not there. That
Absolutely. But there is the other paradox also, I find. Like sometimes you find labor at construction sites and all that, and they are extremely fit and they're eating a very poor diet. They're just having some chapati, some suki sabji or some pyaz. How do they manage this level of
So what
fitness?
happens is your body is a magic machine.
Hmm.
So body has a calories in, calories out. In between there is a calorie wastage part. So when you get limited food, that calorie wastage part goes down.
The body adjusts itself.
Yes, body will adjust.
Amazing. It's been so fascinating talking to you, Dr. Saab. Thank you so much. And I would urge everyone to look up the Dixit Lifestyle and also follow the YouTube channel so that, and I hope you succeed in the mission because this is a totally selfless mission to help the entire world. And I thank you for taking this time out because you're a very busy man with a very busy schedule. And I hope you keep visiting Kanha again and again. Thank you so much, Dr. Saab.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to talk to your people. And I'm very sure with the blessings of Daji, this mission will go ahead and we will reach to the destination. Thank you so much.
तो अब आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर तो नहीं कह सकता मैं क्या कहूँ Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of KanaCast. Do subscribe to KanaCast on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Until the next episode, from the entire KanaCast team, namaste and goodbye.